Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our webinar Wednesday. I'm Kirstine Stephen. I'm an assistive technology and additional support needs teacher at Call, and delighted to be joined this afternoon by Mary Wilcox from Aventido. Hi, Mary.
Hello, everybody.
Mary was a primary school teacher like myself before working in the assistive technology field, so she's very well versed in how to support learners with assistive technology in the classroom. She's been there and done it. So today she's got a hard task ahead of her, but every faith in you, Mary. She's
I'm
going to
gonna
be
try.
sharing and comparing 3 text-to-speech tools for learners who have difficulty accessing printed materials. Today's session is being recorded, and the recording link will follow today's webinar by email for those not able to join us live. Please ensure that your mics remain muted throughout Mary's presentation today, and if you don't wish to be in the recording, then please just pop your camera off now. If you wish to have live captions displayed throughout the webinar, just go into your language and speech settings in Teams and turn this on, and you'll be able to view closed captions on the YouTube recording. So the webinar is going to run for approximately 20 minutes, and then there'll be an opportunity for you to ask any questions. But if anything comes up while Mary is presenting, please just pop them into the chat and then we'll facilitate that at the end. And without further ado, I will hand over to Mary because she's going to need her time.
Thank you, Kirstine. Yes, I certainly do. So we've got just 20 minutes. So this is not going to be full demonstrations of everything there is to offer. That would take much longer. This is just to dip your toe into what is available, and we're just focusing on the technology doing the reading for you, which is a massive help to children. It promotes independent learning and motivation to learn because they have to rely on somebody to do it. So we're going to look at what's available that's free. It's built in already into your computer. So we've got that, and then we're going to have a look at a web app called TextAid. It's by Read Speaker. And then we're going to have a look at software called Sensory Readable. So that's installed onto the computer. And then we're going to look at the Reader Pen. My daughter is ringing the doorbell because she has not got her key. So I'm going to need 30 seconds. Just a moment.
Oh, that is so relatable for me. I've just sent my own daughter packing before I went live, so
I'm back.
Well done.
Yes.
Well done.
She didn't have a key. Right, and yes, and the scan marker. So they're the 4 different things we're going to look at. And what I thought was, well, there is text is in different places, isn't it? So we're going to have a look at can you read PDFs with this? How do you do that? How do you read Word documents? How do you read websites? And how do you read it if it's a physical page of a book or a worksheet that needs to be read? How do you do it with each bit of technology? So I'm gonna try within less than 20 minutes now to show you that, and then at the end I'm going to share with you a website where you can find out more about not just text-to-speech technology and not just Aventido's things, all kinds of assistive technology. You can buy it there, but there's lots of information there too, and it's called AT Superstore. So I'll show you that at the end and share a link to that. So that's me and my email address and the AT Superstore as well. Right, so I'm going to come out of PowerPoint now and let's get started. So first of all, free stuff. Right, there is more and more technology built into your computer that means you can have things read aloud. A little bit less on your phone or a tablet. iPads do offer text-to-speech. The thing with the built-in stuff is the tools and how you to be done are in different places. So I'll show you. First of all, we're going to look at PDFs. So I've got Adobe open. And I think this is fairly recent. They've added a little button at the top. Listen to this document. So you can. So here is the document. I'm going to try and use the same PDF for each same Word document to make it fair. Okay, so if I click on this, I can click. It shows me very handily how long it's going to take. 10 minutes. Click and it reads.
Another marine conservation group, Sea Shepherd, has also been taking direct action to prevent the slaughter of whales.
So there is the lady, she's reading with highlighting, which is always handy to track. You're going to be improving your reading because you can see the words being highlighted there. So that's common in text-to-speech. You'll see that in everything, and it's the highlighting. Her voice, it's okay, and free voices are getting better. But I would say that is one thing that is a bit different with the paid for products. You get more natural sounding voices, really. I don't know for how long, but you do. So I'm on Hazel, so she's reading it. So it does the job of reading. We need to move on. Word, right. So I've got a Word document. It's on my other screen. Here we go. Right, we're in Word now. I want to have this read. So I'm going to click on search. I've used Immersive Reader before. That's what it's called in Microsoft Word, Immersive Reader. And it has, it's gone on the settings I chose last time. So it has actually increased the text, changed the font style and the background colour and things. So that's very handy. And you can change all of that. Right, I want to have it read. So I can select it, but it doesn't pop up there. You see, this is what it's a bit more fiddly. Like, okay, how do I read? Right, click on Immersive Reader, then click Read Aloud.
The bandage was wound around the wound.
Oh, I wanted it to read more. You see, so it's a little bit clunky, but it does do the reading, and you can change the way it looks, so that's nice. I think to get it to read, and she read Wound and Wound, which with free stuff that's more, it's getting better, but with the voices in something like TextAid, it's a bit more accurate with it. Now I can read. I want it to read. You see, this is where you do have a little bit of problem, but it's there. The technology is there for free, but it's a bit more tricky to access. So that was Word. What else did we have? Websites. So if you want to have websites read and you want free, it's free. We can go, I've got it in Edge. Right, so I went to the Edge store to install this. It's free, Read Aloud. So it's a browser extension there. So you can just go to the store and the web store and search for text to speech and download it. It does do reading. You select the text in a website and right click, and it is just there. Read aloud the text and it will read to you. But it reads, but I couldn't stop it earlier when it was reading to me. I didn't really know how to control it. So, and it's not reading, is it? So this is
text to speech.
Oh,
TTS. Technology reads
so he is
aloud
reading.
digital text. The words on computers.
I'm sure there is a way.
Tablets.
You see, hide this
TTS
tab,
can help
but I don't know
people who
how to
struggle
stop
with
him.
reading. There are
Cancel.
TTS tools available
No.
for nearly every digital
Right,
device.
so there we are. He was reading to us. So it is possible to have websites read. That is sort of built in free stuff. And then you might be in Word, like Google Docs. Oh, I want to have this read to me. How can I do that? Right, we can use the dots at the top. You can go to more tools and you can go in reading mode. But look, oh, it would read a website like that, but no, it's saying it's not available for this page. So that's just a little reason why you might be better off getting something that is dedicated to doing the reading for you, and all the tools are in one place. And that's what you get with like software and web apps, and of course a reader pen. So we're going to move on now to looking at that. Oh, and also, if it was a physical piece of paper, you are going to struggle to find a way of doing that for free. You could go a roundabout way of doing that, maybe using your phone and screenshotting, but yeah, it's a bit fiddly. So we're going to move on now to TextAid. So TextAid is a web app. Sorry about the real rush through, but it's hopefully giving you an idea of what it's like. Right, so TextAid is a web app. You use it in the browser and you visit that website and you're logged in. So I'm logged in here. And to have something read, you upload it into your library. So your library's on the left-hand side, and you would upload various documents. So a PDF document. This is the English resource. This is what we were looking at in Adobe earlier for free. Then I've got a screenshot, so like a PNG file, an image file there, and I've got a Word document. So they can be uploaded into your library to have read. So they're there, and then you can open them. I already have them open though. So this is the PDF that we were looking at, I believe. So Wales Under Threat. To have it read with text aid, you click listen, or select with your mouse and click listen. We saw in immersive reader you can change the way it looks. You can do that too by clicking text mode. So the words are the same, it's just changed the way, and there's various options for that. So I'm going to click, I'm going to select, a box pops up and it reads to me with highlighting.
Dust down the slogan, Save the Whale, because it's needed once again. 30 years on from the 1986 international agreement to stop.
So there it is. Aidan is reading it with his voice. With text aid, the voices are made in-house by Read Speaker. They've won awards for their voices. That's the main thing they do, is make computer voices. So they are nice, natural voices. You've got a good selection as well. Male, female, different accents and things. You can speed it up, slow it down, which you can with everything anyway. So it doesn't use built-in voices, it uses their own. And you can customize it a bit more than the free stuff, like how it highlights, what colors and things like that, and how you get it to read as well. So that's it reading. That was a PDF that I uploaded into the library. You do exactly the same thing if it was a Word document. So this is the Word document we were looking at. It's still got that pink background because I chose that. She read this aloud to us.
Bandage was wound around the wound.
So it knows, it looks at the context of the sentence and reads it.
Too strong to wind the sail around the mast.
So it still makes mistakes. It's not perfect. She read wind there, but it is more accurate generally when you're using text to speech that you pay for.
When the does, females are present.
If we use free, it would say does instead of does there. But yeah, they're just little nitpicking, but just little differences there. Now, if it was a page of text like this, you can use the image to text button. And because TextAid is a web app, you can be using this on an iPad or a phone, and then just take a photograph of a worksheet or a page of a book, and then it is installed, it's uploaded into the library. And so here it is, as if by magic. So this was a page of text that I've got as a physical thing, and you can have that read to you just the same.
Dull craze after all. Thus.
So you can have that read. If this was a worksheet, you probably might want to have a bit of help with completing it as well. And there is an annotations button there, so you can type onto the worksheet as well. But we're not looking at that side of things today. But you can easily annotate onto documents like that when you use TextAid. And reading websites, we looked at it, the free stuff. TextAid, you can do web reading very easily. I've got a browser extension just like we were looking at for the free. So I can select, right click and read the selection. Marvelous. It's going to read there, highlighting as well.
TTS.
Same voices too. But you can't use that, a browser extension, on an iPad or on a phone. It's just that technology doesn't work on those. But TextAid does give you the option of having it read using this web reader. We haven't got time for me to show you on the phone, but it looks exactly like this. So you can have the text read aloud, and there's options to make the text bigger as well, and you don't have to select with your finger, you just tap and it reads. And you can't do that usually on a phone, have websites read. So so that's the website reading side of things. I've done PDFs, websites, Word, and physical piece of paper, take a photograph. So that's TextAid. Moving on. Ooh, I'm really a couple of minutes late. So
You're doing fine. You're doing great.
so I'm now going to move from web apps to installed software. We will have, if we've got time, I've done a good thing about each one and a negative thing about each type of technology. We're now moving on to the installed software, which is called Sensory Readable. So we install it onto a computer. This means that you don't have to upload the document into anything. You just use it as a floating toolbar. I'm just going to remove this player. It's just
Sonia, Microsoft
she always says
Hello.
what voice
Hello.
she's using when and she's nice welcome there. So it's a floating toolbar here. And it's super easy to use. I think Readable is highly customizable, probably most customizable out of everything. And you can make it very easy to have the text read aloud by choosing hover. I'm going to go on block hover. And now this is on. If I hover over words, it's going to read it to me without having to click or do anything. It's just, it takes a moment because I've only just switched it on.
Text-to-speech.
But
TTS
she's reading.
is a type of assistive technology that reads digital text aloud. It's sometimes called read aloud technology.
You can change the voice, speed of the voice and everything, just like all technology. And
there are
it
TTS
also
tools
underlines
available for nearly every digital device
to help with tracking and also, learning, becoming more familiar with words because you just hover over.
Can help
So
people
if
who struggle
I hover
with
over
reading.
anything, it's going to do that. So web reading, you can just use it like that. Super easy. There is a browser extension. I don't think it's required though, because you can just use the toolbar on the screen. Right, so that's web reading we've looked at. Next, PDFs. Now PDFs, because we were looking at it as it could be a worksheet that the child also needs to complete. So you want to have it read, but they also want to be able to type onto it, which you can't do with the free stuff in Adobe, although they are developing the tools to be able to do that. I think you have to pay for it
PDF
in the moment
reader,
with Adobe.
window.
Might be wrong though. Right, so what you need to do with when you're using Readable is, well, it's not hard. You just open the PDF reader and then open the worksheet that you want to use or you need to have read in there. It makes it accessible as well. What I mean is it means that you can select the text to have them read. You can select, it's going to read straight away.
Dust down the slogan, save the whale, because it's needed one.
So there he is reading. You can also change the background colour to something that makes it more comfortable to look at. And you can use the simple tools to type onto it and it saves automatically, just like TextAid. So you can do free drawing as well, just like you can with TextAid. So that's PDFs using Readable. We've done websites. Word. Now, with Word, I shall open Word. I shall close the immersive reader. Here we are. We're in Word now, and the toolbar has suddenly got much bigger. That's because there are 3 additional tools that are available to be used in Word. You can do things like change the background colour to any colour you like, and change the spacing and everything. But it will also, of course, read.
The bandage was wound around the wound. 2. The dump was so full that the workers had to refuse more refuse.
So all I'm doing is moving my
8.
mouse
The
there.
back does funny things when the females are present.
So it is the most effortless way of getting the text read aloud, I think, with Readable. So that's reading Word documents. And how about a worksheet or a page of a book, because that's the final thing. And to do that, you if it is an image file, you just click on the little additional tools button, and you click PDF convert, and you select. Let's stop a reading. And then you choose the document
or image file,
and then it creates a new file, and
3.
that's
The
going to be
soldier
accessible. It's no
decided to
longer
desert
a picture. I'll just stop her. Hover off. Right. And finally, 1 minute to go. Wow. Right, I'm going to close that. And we're finally going to look at this reader pen. I need to. I usually have a visualizer, but I have lent it out to a colleague, so I don't have it. But I do have a mirroring tool on my phone, and this I can share my camera with you to show you the. Whew. Come on. Right, I'll try again. Show you the. Here we go. Minimize. I'm going to open my camera and hopefully you'll be able to see. I'm going to put it. I've got a music stand here. That's what this is. It's not the best angle there, but it's best I can do. Right. And this will be like a very, very quick. So the reader pen reads, it's very portable, so that's the good thing about it, the positive thing, and it reads any text that you scan with it. It needs to wake up though. I did have it on, right, and so you use it, hold it like a pen, and you press down and go along. There is a guide, a ruler guide, if you've got a bit of a wobbly hand, so if your fine motor is not particularly great, and you can.
That. Maybe.
Pardon?
We're not seeing it. It's kind of frozen.
Oh, it's frozen. Oh dear. Right, I shall. Oh dear. It was going so well. The time was going way too quickly. But
don't worry. Yeah, I've actually just popped the link into the chat, and if anyone goes on to Scan Marker, you can see immediately on their landing page exactly what you were doing there.
Yes,
scan right along the text.
I've got on our page, on our Aventino page, I made a video showing this Scan Marker Max in action. So that will be a very useful thing to look at, rather than me battling with this mirroring that doesn't want to work. So, but it basically it reads as you. It's got lots of other tools on, but you move it along the text and it reads immediately to you. So it's very versatile. You've got it in your pocket and you can use it anywhere. So yes, it is not playing ball there. Well, no. I was doing so well until the last one. But yes, you can have a look at that. So we just take a look at, if we've got time, just this slide, which I can share with you. I just had a little think about what the best thing about each option is, and something that is like not so great about each. So it all depends on the way the child wants to use technology to help them with the reading, and what devices they use it on as well. And voice is important, so they need to find a voice that they like, so they need to explore what there is there. So yeah, there are advantages to all of them. And I did mention AT Superstore as a place to find out more information, but also you can purchase it there and there's pricing and everything. So if I put AT Superstore, you can just see what it looks like, what I'm talking about. So it's not just an online shop. It provides lots of information, and you can contact them and ask them advice as well at AT Superstore, and they're very happy to help and guide you. So that is AT Superstore. Like, for example, the text aid page, if I go there, it will show you information, a little video. There's me, and the options that are available there. So hopefully that's an extremely quick guide to text-to-speech and what options you have when it comes to helping with reading stuff.
Well done, Hugh.
Yay!
Can I just say, Mary volunteered to do this webinar in this fashion. That was brilliant. Thank you. If anyone's got any questions, please just pop them into the chat just now. I popped links in as you were going for each one, so people can go and find out about each individual one too. I was just going to ask a quick question while anyone else is formulating theirs or typing them into the chat. I noticed on the text aid on the browser that the Scottish Voices were an option. Because
Yes.
obviously we have a lot of learners that we go out to see that like to have a Scottish voice. Is that the same on the browser extension?
Yes.
Yes.
The same voices are available in the browser extension and the web reader, you know, for your phone. They're all the same,
Right.
all the same voices.
Good to know.
Yes.
That's good to know. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody had asked if you were going to share the information. So what I was thinking is we'll just put a document up with the links to them beside the webinar archive on our website.
Brilliant. Yes. So those slides, and and links to each product. Yeah, we can do that.
Great. If you send me your slides through, that'd be fab.
Will do.
Great. Thank you. Looks like you answered all the questions in that time that you were buzzing through it all. So I wonder, has anyone tried any of these things already? Any of these tools with any of their learners? Somebody asking there if can you connect headphones to the reader pen, either wired or Bluetooth?
They come with a USB wired earphones. Well, the Max. There's different versions. This is a Max, and this can be used during exams. There is a function lock on it, so you can restrict what functions are available. And because it's got hardwired earphones in, yes, it complies with JCQ, and yes, it can.
Great. Well, that's super. I was actually going to ask you if there was an exam mode in that one, so that's good.
Yes.
Somebody's saying yes, that they've used scanning pens before, so that's great. When you buy a license for either readable or text aid, is there a limit on the number of users? That's a good question.
That is a good question. With text aid, you can have an individual license, a primary school license, or a secondary school license, or college or university, and it's just a set amount. So individual is £130 a year. Primary school is £595 a year, and secondary school is £995 a year. So it's just a straight price. If you were a tiny school or an enormous school, then we would adjust the pricing, but
sure.
But that's how it works. With readable, I can't think how much it is, but it's a perpetual license, which means you don't pay every year, you just pay for it and you've got it forever and it's installed. I can't remember quite how much it is, but I can include that in the information.
Great.
And that, so there's an option for like individual for readable, but there's also options for primary schools, secondary schools, colleges, just the same, but they're annual rather than perpetual for the site licenses. We can negotiate a perpetual license price if that's what they if they like, and you can use both text aid and readable during exams as well. They both comply with JCQ rules. So
might need to check if they're Scottish qualifications compliant.
Yes.
Well, I keep saying SQA, but our qualifications, they changed last week. They're now known as Qualifications Scotland. So got a new name, new rebranded.
It'd be interesting actually.
Somebody's saying they've had great success with exam compliant pens, so that's good to hear as well.
Good. Yes.
Great. All right. Any more questions, or I think this might be us? Yeah, all good, I think. So that just remains for me to say a very big thank you and a very well done to Mary. We'll get the archive and the links up on the website. We'll be back next week, same time, with colleague of Mary's is joining us next week. It's Izzy, and we're going to be exploring LightKey, which is an assistive technology tool to make writing more accessible. So we've kind of looked at the reading this week. We're going to be looking at writing next week, and it's accessible and empowers learners with a range of physical and learning difficulties. So we'll see you, hopefully some of you maybe, next week at 4 o'clock. and just have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.